Hello, this is Hope Roski with Central Valley Talk, Business, Arts, and Events. Well, I have an event that's going to be coming up on June the 7th that if you have a bike and you want to make a difference, this is going to be your bike run. Today I have some special guests here with me in the studio. Jill, welcome to the studio.
Thank you.
Jill, why don't you tell the viewers a little bit about yourself and why you're here?
Okay. My name's Jill Althizer, and I'm the Executive Director of Helping Hands Pregnancy Resource Center with centers located in Oakhurst and Mariposa. We've been serving the Oakhurst community for 27 years and the Mariposa community for 11. We're a Christ-centered ministry that offers life-affirming alternatives to abortion with compassionate support and practical education. We fulfill our mission by offering free confidential pregnancy tests and options counseling, where if she is pregnant, we're able to talk to her about all of her choices should she be pregnant, the choices of parenting, possibility of adoption. If she is abortion-minded, we just want to educate her about with her permission. We always ask her permission for any information that we share with her. So we'll educate her about abortion procedures and the possible emotional, physical, and spiritual risks that can come from that decision. And if she wants, we can talk to her about fetal development as well. If she's considering adoption, we will refer her to an adoption agency. If she decides to parent, we have a parenting program where she can learn about childbirth, caring for a newborn, and if dads are involved, we invite them to come. And it's an Earn While You Learn program, so we actually give them baby bucks for coming to class and doing their homework. And then we have a baby boutique where they can buy diapers, clothing, and other necessities for their children.
Well, what a great concept that is to help educate, those who are pregnant
Right.
or they're trying to make that choice.
Right.
But this is where you guys come into it. Lloyd and Daryl, welcome to the show. Glad to have you here. Okay, so you're a part of Bikes for Christ, and you're working in partnership with Helping Hands here, because in order for Helping Hands to continue on, they have to have money raised. And what you gentlemen are doing is you're doing a bike run coming up on June 7th up to Bass Lake, which is going to be beautiful that time of year, and raise money to help with this organization to continue to go. So if you would, Lloyd, tell me a little bit about how you got involved with Bikes for Christ.
Well, I got involved with Bikers for Christ back in the Bay Area back in 2016, and then I did a job transfer and came up here and transferred for Bikers for Christ here, and I've been here for, I think, going on 6 years or so.
Wow, that's great. So Daryl, how did you get involved with Bikers for Christ, and how did you then get involved with Helping Hands and doing this run?
I've been involved with Bikers for Christ for the past, I believe, 11 years now.
That's fabulous.
And
Good.
I got involved, a good friend of mine happened to be one of the members of Bikers for Christ, and I decided to go hang out with those guys for a while and see some of the good things they do around the areas, and it kind of worked out good.
So then how did all of this develop in coming into collaboration with Helping Hands? How did that all start?
Well, I wasn't here in the beginning. I've been in the last, I think, 3 or 4 of them, so I'm not sure how it all started. But I know that what we do is pretty awesome for Helping Hands, raising money for them and helping them to function right and stay in what they do the best, which is a blessing to all the people out there, the women out there that, pregnancies and things like that. And it's a blessing for us to be able to raise money and help them out. It's a wonderful thing, and we see God working in so many ways in that.
Absolutely. And so, again, you are a Christian-based organization. And how long have you both been riding, just in general? I mean, okay, that was like, okay, goodness. For a while.
I've probably been riding on and off since I was 15, really, so 50 years. 40-something years.
Okay, Daryl?
I've probably been writing about 40 years, back off and
Wow.
on.
Okay, Jill, have you been riding at all?
No.
Okay.
I'm a chicken when it comes to motorcycles.
Okay, all right, just kind of curious on how that all unfolded.
Yeah.
But then, you know, it's kind of interesting when you talk about Bikers for Christ, you know, people, unfortunately, they sometimes project an image when they see bikers or whatever, you know, and whatnot, and they unfortunately have, you know, maybe an image, but what you're doing is you're bringing God together in your world. How did that all, Daryl, come about? How did that all happen for you?
I've seen some of the things that need to change in my life, and I decided to instead of going one way, I went the other way. And it, like I said, we're a motorcycle ministry, and this gives us an opportunity to go out and actually and minister to other people who need help out there. And I was one of those people who needed the help and need ministering too.
So, Jill, how did you find Bikers for Christ, or did they find you?
I think they found us. I believe this is their 18th bike run for us, and so it just kind of started back then, and it's been an annual event. And we are completely privately funded. We don't receive any government funding, and so we rely on individuals, churches, our fundraising events, and businesses, and events like the Bikers for Christ to raise funds for the ministry. So it's really nice that that they do this for us, and we show up, and we get a free breakfast, and then we try to help them where we can, like setting up. They have a huge silent auction and a raffle, so we try when we can to help with that. And then we have a table there with our information so we can
Sure.
share it. And our parenting classes are for all parents, from newborns all the way up to I don't know what to do with a teenager. And so, and all of our services
Jeez,
are
let me
Yeah,
ponder that.
I know,
No, I'm just
right.
kidding.
And-
We think of some past that point, but no, I
Right,
understand. Yeah,
and
absolutely.
so all of our services are free, so we
Mhm.
don't charge for anything. And we also can offer Bible studies to our clients as well. So
That's great. So,
Yeah.
Lloyd, when you go out to, you know, you're saying Daryl was sharing that you go out and minister. Do you have like set dates that you go to certain places in the valley to go do your ministry?
Well, what we do is we really keep an eye on the different runs that are happening throughout the community, in the biker community, you know, the biker clubs and different things. And we go out there and make ourselves known. You know, we get a chance to share the gospel of Jesus Christ. We do. If we don't, we try to be like him there so they can see a difference in what God can do in their lives. And also, you know, we do hospital visits, you know.
Oh,
because
how
it's-
wonderful.
When you're in that community, it's about relationship. You don't just dive in, you develop relationships. And as you do that, they begin, you know, to trust you more, to know you more. And we try to hit as much as we can for them. It's for them, really. It's just
That's
something-
wonderful. What a true blessing. Daryl, about how many members would you say you do have?
We have 16 here in our chapter,
Okay.
but we're all.
You're all over, but
Yes.
here in the Fresno area, you have
Yes.
about 16. Okay, and there are probably some viewers out there that are saying, you know, how can I get involved and learn more? Well, the first step is showing up for the bike run on June the 7th. Where do they need to meet, Lloyd, for this event?
Mountain Christian Center. Oh, it's off Highway 49. I don't know.
I believe we have a flyer that's out.
Okay,
If you
so
want
there's
to
a
see the
flyer that's out that
Oh.
shows where they're going to meet, and then you're going to take
In
that
in Oakhurst.
in Oakhurst, right?
Right,
And then
yeah.
you'll take that route up into Bass Lake, which will be beautiful that time of year.
It'll be a nice run, and it's calculated pretty good, so you don't have to worry about getting all crazy or nothing.
Right, and so the people need to also know, bring your credit cards, because there's going to be some silent auction items.
yeah.
Yes.
And then,
great
of
gifts.
course, anytime you just even want to make a donation, there's a way to do that. And we're going to just introduce two websites to you. I'm going to have Jill tell the viewers right now, if you will, about if they want to make a donation, if they want to just help out in any way,
Okay.
where could they do that?
our website is, and you have to type it in, is www.friendsofhelpinghands.org.
Okay.
And there's a place they can donate there.
Okay, www.friendsofhelpinghands.org.
Right.
Great. Okay, and then you said you have 3 locations, correct?
We have two.
Two, okay.
Oakhurst and Mariposa.
And Mariposa. Well, maybe at some point you can think about a 3rd one in the Fresno area too. You never know, right? Raise enough funds and that can happen. And then again, Daryl, if you'll tell the viewers your website, if people are interested in learning more about Bikers of Christ, how could they do that?
That's bikersforchrist.org.
Okay, great. And we have that up there, bikersforchrist.org is the website that you will go to, and that will give you information about the organization and how you can get involved. But we surely hope that people will show up on June the 7th. Is there an entry fee for this, Lloyd?
There is an entry fee. It's a $25 entry fee for single rider, and I think an extra $15 for the passenger.
Okay, great. That's
But
wonderful.
That also includes your free breakfast. You get all little
Lunch.
trinkets between that. You have lunch.
Oh,
And the
fabulous.
ride, you get the ride, and there's a lot.
It's a great time.
No,
out there.
okay, so let me ask you this. What if somebody isn't per se going to be bringing up a bike, motorcycle? Can people follow in cars and still participate as well?
I don't think
All are
that would
welcome
be.
to the event.
Yeah,
All are welcome.
Welcome
yeah,
to the
yeah.
event. There's a lot of things to do at the event
Right,
itself.
yeah.
Okay,
So
great.
There'll be music, so
Oh,
just
okay.
come out and have a good time.
Well, there you go. When you said music too, that's, nothing like the hum of the bike and some music going
There
and
you
you
go.
get revved up and ready to go. Well, again, folks, look, this is a cause that's helping in 2 ways here. So we have the Bikers for Christ here. They are here to help Jill in her mission to help educate women who are pregnant, who are making the decision. They also offer Bible study classes, parenting classes. What a great option for young teens to take a look if they're facing that very difficult decision. And these gentlemen here, they're helping to make the difference by fundraising. And not only do they do that, but they also minister throughout the area as well. Is there anything that you'd like to say in closing? Just to show up?
Show up.
Be there and show up, right? Okay. This is Hope Roski with Central Valley Business Arts Events.